Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. There was no video yesterday, a video today though because of what's gone down after Chelsea lost 4-1 to Brighton. I'm sure a lot of you saw my immediate reaction after that game. I wasn't a happy cookie, that's for sure. I was fuming because that was quite a ridiculous performance and the scoreline was just absolutely outstanding in a negative sense, okay? Is it the end of the world? No. But there are concerns. There are concerns there. And I want to clarify a few things because we really need to try and understand what is Graham Potter about. What is he actually going to do with this team in the long run? We had a nice little unbeaten run going on. Now, some people on one side of the spectrum go, we were unbeaten and we've lost one game. That's it. It's fine. Don't worry. And I hear that. And then there's the other side going, well, we lost one game, but that unbeaten run was kind of papering over the cracks. Look at this. This is what we're really about right now. And you can see exactly what's wrong. You can see it both sides of the story. I hear Conor Gallagher come out of the game after Brighton and he's saying, we didn't want it as much as Brighton. They wanted it more than us. I mean, that does not qualify as an excuse, especially at the level of Chelsea Football Club, right? Especially. You should not be allowed to say they wanted it more than us. You know, could you imagine? And you have to reference them because they were the perfect example, right? But when you go back to Didier and Lamps and JT, did you ever have a game where the opposition just wanted it more than us? You know, I don't think it existed. We lost games, absolutely. But to say that we didn't want it or we didn't show that we wanted it, sometimes, you know, you make a couple of errors. Sometimes you misjudge tactically. Sometimes it's one individual mistake and that's it. You know, sometimes things can happen. But that Brighton game, there were things with some of the players. There was things with Graham Potter. It was just an overall absolute disaster class, right? So we have to try and get into the bottom of this and try and find out, is this just a one-off, right? Can we look forward and go, it's one loss, we'll put it behind us, cool, we'll be okay, yeah, fine, forget it. Forget it ever happened. Or is this a sign of what is wrong with the Chelsea squad? What is wrong with the Chelsea team? We have to look to the manager here because he's the one with the keys. He's the one that has the ability and the capability to be able to try and get this team playing in order, right? Try and get some stability going, try and get some consistency going. It's down to the gaffer. The players, we all have a couple of players that we reckon, you know what, we will be better without. We have some ideas of players that we reckon should come in and do a job, right? But I thought after seeing one comment in my comment section from a Brighton fan, very concise and very detailed, and I thought, I need to address this because I have to ask us that are Chelsea supporters, do we really know Graham Potter? So I thought, you know what, let me show everyone this and then I want all of your opinion. Let me know your opinion down below. Graham Potter made some comments, right, after the game, talking about how, you know, you get things wrong. These things can happen. It wasn't good enough. He takes a blame, not just the players. He's not going to throw the players under the bus. He said all the right things, right? But he did say one thing, and we're going to come to that after I show you the comment of this Brighton supporter. And then we'll get into another thing that I want to show you because it shows what you need mentally to be able to succeed, right? My stance on this at the moment, I want to clarify. It would be stupid right now to just start blaming Graham Potter for everything and tell him get lost. That would be the most ridiculous thing. But, I have to put a big but here, right? Modern day football requires instant results. Whether we like it or not, it does. I would love for us to have a project, even if it means not winning anything this season, cool, but to be able to know we're going in the right direction, then next season, the season after, we're really progressing to massive heights. But you need to get the foundation right. If your foundation is wrong, you ain't building no house. If your foundation is wrong, you ain't building anything, right? First bit of rain, boom, everything's going to crumble. That's what I'm saying. I hear some people going, some people saying, we need to give all the time. Just give all the time in the world, right? No matter what happens, give all the time. Because we need to see it, we need to see this through, we need to build past this, we need to be able to think ahead in 3-4 years. I hear that, but you have to do things correctly now in order to get there. You can't get everything wrong and then expect to get there. That's just not how it works. Some people can use Arsenal as an example because now they seem to be playing well, right? They made good acquisitions. They managed to get players this summer that's gone, and prior to that, a couple here and there, right? In order to get Arteta what he wanted and what he needed. And now, after the latest bit of acquisition, all of a sudden, boom, they've just clicked. No one expected it, though. No one expected it. Does it mean they're actually going to get something at the end of the season? We'll see. Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp, they built, right? They stuck with him. They gave him what he wanted. Cool. He won the league title once, right? Champions League. Cool. It's done really well up until now. Now everything is in, well, I want to say in ruins, but what happened? Manchester City, they got Pep Guardiola. What more do you want? What more do you want? They got the perfect guy in to get the job done. And you just knew that. You just knew Pep would walk into City and you just knew, just give him everything he wants, he's going to sort it out himself. You just knew. You just knew. He gets criticised from here, there, or can he do it, without the money and all that? He got the money. Therefore, he's going to do it. That's just how it is, right? They got a perfect manager for the perfect circumstances and they've thrown the checkbook at him and he's built this. And it's just constant success after success after success after success, right? That is how it is. But that's what I'm saying. It keeps going right every single season. You can't get everything wrong and then expect, oh, don't worry, it's okay. Modern football doesn't demand that. Modern football nowadays, especially with all the money on the table, you have to understand these clubs do not think like us. These clubs have to think financially. They have to think in terms of where is this going as a business. They can't allow everything to just falter and go, oh no, you know what? I think it's okay because we're building and in 3 years, don't worry, we'll win the league. How do you know? No one knows. That's the thing. With all the money and investment and the sponsors and the TV and this and that, you expect, especially at Chelsea, to be playing Champions League football, to be competing for trophies, to be competing for the title, to be doing all of that. The moment you fall off, you take a hit. Now, unless if you have unlimited money and you're ready to splash the bank and just go, you know what? You can't do that with FFP nowadays, with all these regulations that are coming in. You can't do that. So I hear that project is ideal, but is it realistic? I say it's half realistic. You need to get things right now, and then you get time. If you get things right, you get time. If you get things wrong, you ain't getting time. And this is the thing with Chelsea. We seem to have always had a manager come in, oh, we're going to give some time. It goes wrong. Okay, look, see you later, bye. Next guy. And then you look at, since Sarri, we've done this. Lampard. Tuchel came in, boom, Champions League, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere. That's not normal. That means we have quality there. They need to be managed. You need to do the right things. And even Tuchel towards the end, it all started to go a little bit pear-shaped. It's the name of the game nowadays. We have to understand that. But let's get to this comment, because now we have Graham Potter. What have we truly signed up for? Let's check it out. Let me show you now and I'll read it out for you guys. This is it. Shout out to Monojit0, your username, saying, "Hi, Brighton fan here. Just watched your video and noticed you mentioning about positions and stuff. I'd get used to seeing players playing at a position. From when he came in to about 8 matches before he left, the lineups were chaotic. He played Pascal Gross for us at left back once, and it went dreadfully. He played a young striker we had called Zakiri as left wing back. Things were constantly changing to the point you couldn't guess a Potter 11 week to week at one point, and I'm not exaggerating. He won't find players and settle now. It's going to take a long, long time, and don't assume players' current positions or positions under Tuchel matter, because he looks at them with a clean sheet, and him sticking Mendy at left wing back wouldn't surprise me. And if you say that to a Brighton fan, they'll laugh and nod like it's a likely possibility. You're in for a wild ride. This was Brighton fans' biggest concerns about Potter going to Chelsea. He will do the exact opposite of what the fans are thinking. If a player isn't playing well, he'll keep playing them. He'll be putting players in unusual positions and stuff. Everyone is a left back and right back in your squad. Genuinely wish you the best. It'll work out eventually. I don't know what to make of that. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Because I read that comment, right, and I have to say, a few of those points I've noticed. Sterling's been off form, keeps playing. You know? Cucurella, left centre-back, clearly isn't good for him. Keeps playing there. Clearly, everyone is a left-back and a right-back. Well, yeah, Pulisic and Sterling played left wing-back twice in a row, just because it worked against Salzburg. He done it against Brighton and we got smashed. You know, what he's saying so far seems to be correct. We'll wait and see if it continues. What have we really signed up for? This is the thing. What have we really signed up for with Graham Potter? Do you think this comment is completely accurate from a Brighton fan that has lived and breathed Graham Potter ball? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Now, talking about Graham Potter, this is what he said after the game. Nizar Kinsella tells us, Chelsea will suffer and feel pain as Graham Potter warns fans that he needs time to build for the future. And that's, look, this is the thing. This is completely understandable, right? You need time. You need time, okay? You need time. But you can't be losing 4-1 to Brighton or teams on that level consistently. You just can't. You just can't. That's not the level we're at. And then when you hear someone like Conor Gallagher come out and say they wanted it more than us, as I've said, that's not good enough. This is Chelsea Football Club. We need to remember the standard here, you know? So Graham Potter asking for time, cool. He's done well so far, albeit some believe it's just papering over the cracks and some believe no, he's genuinely done well. Let's see where it goes. But he needs to make sure that he has the tools and he's not naive enough to understand the pressures of the job. And this is what I said when he was appointed. I hope the job isn't too big for him. I hope. But I am concerned with some of the tactical issues that we saw against Brighton and how he's not seen it. That's what made me concerned. So we'll see. Check out Roberto De Zerbi's comments after that game. It blew my mind. They won 4-1 against Chelsea. He said this: we can play better. He actually said we can play better. This is exactly what he went on to say. We have to improve in terms of build-up of play, in terms of we change side of the pitch faster, to put too much and middleman one-to-one conditions, and we can play better. But we played a fantastic game. In the first 25 minutes, my players were fantastic. That's him 100% not completely satisfied with a 4-1 win over Chelsea Football Club. It blows my mind because tactically I thought he was absolutely spot on. Roberto De Zerbi, that game I thought he done everything perfectly. I thought Brighton done everything perfectly. But even he's saying 25 minutes we were great, but we can do better. That's the mentality that we need at Chelsea Football Club. I expect that. And I expect Graham Potter to already be doing that, right? I expect the players to already know that in their heads. We know there's a mentality issue at Chelsea Football Club. It's something we've had under previous gaffers. And I know there's some of it that's going to transition into Graham Potter. And we can't blame Graham Potter for that. Have to blame some of the lads because I don't know what's going on here. But Graham Potter is the one responsible to try and get this fixed, right? And I hope he's not naive enough to understand those issues and to demand what we should be demanding at Chelsea Football Club. And as I've said, I understand there's a project and I understand that there's time. But the modern day expects you to get results. I wouldn't say immediately, but there's a level. There's a line. You go below that line, you're in trouble. I don't care where you are in the project, you're in trouble. Results, it's a results-based business. This is what we signed up for. He knows that. Everyone else should know that. It would be unrealistic, and it would be something that existed at the time of Alex Ferguson to be able to say, no, we can go a season or two without doing anything. It's fine. Don't worry. We'll get there in the end. You can't do that now. There's too much money on the table. That's what I'm saying. The stakeholders that are all involved in this, too much financial implications for not doing well at a club like Chelsea Football Club. So we'll wait and see what happens. And talking about projects that I've already mentioned, look at Liverpool. Let's see how they're going to sort this issue out with Jurgen Klopp. Let's see. Because he deserves time. In terms of what he's achieved at Liverpool and what he's done for them, I mean, that speaks for itself. Now they've gone down and they've had whatever reason it is, I still can't work it out, but whatever reason they have in order to why it's all just gone absolutely pear-shaped, and they lost at home to Leeds 2-1 the other day. Ridiculous. We'll see how they manage it. Best believe, if this form continues and Liverpool find themselves 12th, you don't think his job will be on the line? Of course it will. Of course it will. You'd be stupid not to. Because, as I've said, sometimes things work in cycles. Sometimes things happen. And when it gets to this sort of level, there's just too much financial implication to allow it to continue. Hence why Chelsea sacked Mourinho when they sacked Mourinho when we were 16th. At the end of the day, the club had to. We were against it. I was fuming. But the club had to. It can't allow it to continue. What if? What if we got relegated? You know? You have to be careful. This is what I'm saying. Graham Potter needs to understand this is not Brighton. He's not going to be given just, green light to, yeah, you go, take your time, it's all right. No. You have some time. Use it wisely. Get this team playing quickly and consistently. And we have a level. Don't go below that line. That is exactly it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Preview for the game against Zagreb will be out tomorrow, so make sure you catch that. We are playing Dynamo Zagreb at the Bridge, and it's going to be a friendly because we're already top of the group. It's already done. We can rest everyone. Hey, I'll tell you my preview. I'll tell you my preview what I would do and how I think it should be done. And then we'll see what happens on Wednesday. But I'll see you tomorrow for the match preview to that. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave me your thoughts in the comments I've already mentioned. Thank you to the Brighton fan that left me that comment. Much appreciated. That's a very, very detailed analysis and it got me thinking. So much appreciated for that. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you have enjoyed this. And I will see you tomorrow, people. Have a good one in a bit. Take care and peace.